It was a crisp Sunday morning in a well-manicured Georgia suburb. The lawns gleamed emerald green, the mailboxes polished, and the HOA President, Karen made sure every blade of grass stayed in line. For years, she ruled the neighborhood with an iron clipboard, sending warnings for improper trash placement or faded mailbox paint. Everyone knew better than to cross her. That was until Marcus Bennett moved in. He arrived one sunny afternoon in a sleek black SUV, unloading boxes and smiling politely at curious neighbors. Marcus was calm, respectful, and reserved, a successful IT consultant who had bought the largest property on Maple Drive. But to Karen, he was an outsider. His skin color, his confidence, and the way he didn't seek her approval irritated her to the core. She saw him as a disruption to her perfect community. From the first week, Karen made it her mission to find fault. She sent him letters claiming his porch light was too bright, and his car too large for driveway standards. Marcus remained patient, responding with courtesy but never bending to her passive-aggressive control. Each polite reply infuriated her further. One morning, after hearing music playing faintly from his backyard, she convinced herself Marcus must be hiding something. Maybe he was renting rooms illegally, she thought. Maybe he wasn't even the true owner. So, she came up with a plan. Dressed in her beige sweater set and pearl earrings, Karen waited until Marcus left for work. Then, with her clipboard tucked under her arm and a spare key she'd borrowed from the previous owner, she marched to his door. Looking around to make sure no one saw her, she slipped inside. The house smelled clean and warm. Cinnamon candles, polished wood, books stacked neatly on a shelf. But Karen ignored all that. She stormed from room to room, taking photos with her phone. Evidence, she muttered. He'll be gone soon enough. She peeked into the kitchen, frowning at the stainless steel appliances. Too fancy, she whispered bitterly. Probably bought with God knows what money. Then she moved toward a large oak desk in the study. Papers were neatly arranged beside a silver laptop. She scanned them quickly, looking for any HOA violation she could use. But what she found froze her in place. There, right on top of the pile, were legal documents, official, stamped papers from the county clerk's office. The name printed across the top made her heart drop. Property transfer and foreclosure, Karen Whitmore. She blinked, reread it, and then gasped as realization sank in. These weren't Marcus's papers. They were hers. Her own foreclosure notice. Her signature appeared on every page, proof that her home across the street had been repossessed. And worse, the new owner listed was Marcus Bennett. Karen's face drained of color. Her knees trembled as she backed away, the clipboard slipping from her fingers. The woman who thought she controlled everything had just learned she owned nothing at all. And she wasn't alone in the house anymore. Karen froze in place, her heart hammering in her chest. The silence in the house grew thick until she heard it, a slow creak of the front door opening. Heavy footsteps echoed through the hallway. Her breath caught. Then came a calm, deep voice that made her blood run cold. "Mrs. Whitmore," Marcus said evenly, stepping into the study. "I didn't realize HOA inspections now required breaking and entering." Karen turned sharply, face pale and trembling. "Oh, I was just checking on a possible safety concern," she stammered, clutching her pearls. "I thought I smelled gas." Marcus raised an eyebrow, unimpressed. In his hand, he held up his phone, camera already recording. "You mean the same gas smell that doesn't exist? Or the kind that comes with a trespassing charge?" Karen's mouth opened but no sound came out. Her confidence, the same arrogance she wore like a crown for years, vanished. "Listen, this is all a misunderstanding," she whispered. "We can sort this out privately." Marcus walked toward his desk and picked up the foreclosure documents she had just seen. "You're right," he said, voice still calm but sharp as glass. "Let's clear the misunderstanding." He turned the papers around so she could see her name, Karen Whitmore, staring back at her. "I bought your house last month," Marcus said quietly. "It was in foreclosure for months, but you never responded to the notices." Karen's throat went dry. "Tea that can't be right. I've been busy with HOA duties and the mail." "You mean the same HOA that sent me 3 violation notices in 2 weeks?" Marcus interrupted. "The same one you used to harass half the neighborhood while you were losing your own home." Karen's knees weakened. She backed toward the door, desperate to escape the humiliation. But Marcus didn't raise his voice or show anger. He simply pointed at the phone in his hand. "I've already reported the break-in. The police are on their way. Please," she begged, tears brimming in her eyes. "I didn't mean to. I just thought you were breaking the rules. I was only trying to protect the community." Marcus sighed softly, setting the papers back down. "You weren't protecting anyone, Karen. You were protecting your ego." Outside, the faint sound of sirens grew louder. Red and blue lights flickered through the window blinds. Karen covered her face, mortified. When the officers entered, Marcus handed them the recording and calmly explained what had happened. Karen's pleas turned into sobs as they read her rights. The neighbors peeked through their windows, whispering in disbelief. The once untouchable HOA queen, escorted out in handcuffs. As the police car pulled away, Marcus stood on his porch, silent but dignified. The neighborhood, once ruled by Karen's arrogance, finally felt a strange sense of peace. He looked down at his phone and deleted the video. He didn't need revenge. The truth had already done the work. For the first time in years, Maple Drive finally belonged to everyone, equally.